The activities in this show are performed by professionals in a well-supported environment. For your safety and that of those around you, do not attempt any of the activities you see here without proper training and an experienced team. What is happening? I'm Tom Potter, host of the Arbiter of Stoke, and I'm here with my boy Patrick Hennessy.
What's up, guys?
So, Patrick and I go back a ways. We've both been ripping it in the Leavenworth, Wenatchee Valley zone for several years now. And we've got a little mission that we did together recently that was pretty interesting, how it all came together. But a little overview on Pat and I. So Pat and I met back in the day, and I was whitewater kayaking, and Pat was crushing the mountain biking scene. And Pat approached me and said he wanted to go run Shaston Creek in his kayak.
No, I don't know anything about kayaking, so I was like, all right, let's do this. Put my full-face mountain bike helmet on, let's go. And it worked.
Crushed it. A couple swims, no big deal. Dude was a ninja at recovering his boat and paddle and styled it. Anyway, as soon as we got done running Shaston Creek, I had Pat drink his booty beer, which is mandatory anytime you swim out of your kayak.
I always do it with this guy. Enough booty beers.
So afterwards, Patrick decided that I had to go speed flying with him, which was a new sport that Pat had got into. And Pat, can you just give us a quick overview on what speed flying is?
Oh, so speed flying, you have a small wing, it's like a kite. You throw it on a harness, you pop your kite up, run off the hill, and it picks you up and you fly away. But for a teapot, that was the next level step from, running down a river where you're never off the ground more than a couple feet. If you hit a waterfall, you're still pretty much there. This thing picks you up right away and you're off the ground 100 feet or so.
Yeah, real talk. So we go up to the Leavenworth ski hill, and this is a pretty casual day of lifestyle, and Patrick and I are having. So Pat puts me in the wing, in the harness, and here I'm running down the small side of the ski hill, getting the canopy overhead, and getting a little lift here and there, all good. Next, we have to go to the big side of the ski hill, and Pat takes a smooth flight off the top, makes it look greasy smooth. All right, probably do that.
It's short, but it's pretty tight.
Yeah. So I take 3 attempts, and the first 3 attempts, I pass out and just crank on the brakes and bail out and just slide down on my butt. 4th time, Patrick's like, dude, you just gotta let it go. Just let the brakes go, you'll take off, you'll style it. So I do. I run off this hill, thrust my weight forward, let the brakes go. Just as this big gust of wind comes flying up the hill, and I just get boosted 80 to 100 feet in the air.
Fully plucked.
Plucked?
Wasn't ready for it. That's what we call it.
Plucked. Got plucked.
Yeah.
So here I am, do or die. 100 feet off the ground, under this foreign little wing kite thing. Sat back in the harness, and just
kept it centered.
Kept it centered, cruised down, landed in the grass on my butt, big skipped out, feet up landing.
Luckily, this guy knows a lot about kayaking, because kayaking is all about hips, so is flying. You keep yourself centered with the hips, and it worked.
So, good times. Haven't speed flown since. That was what, probably 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Anyway, fast forward 3 years. I spent a couple nights a week working at a restaurant in Leavenworth called Sula Vida. And Pat comes into Sula Vida one night, and he says, hey, Teapot, I've got this idea of this flight that I want to do tomorrow.
I need your boat skills.
That's right. So the premise of the trip was Pat was going to climb up this mountain on the opposite side of the Wenatchee River from Highway 2. And he was going to fly down and land on an island in the middle of the Wenatchee River up in the Tumwater Canyon. So the idea was that he was going to kayak across the river, he was going to hike up the mountain, fly down, land on the island, and in the meantime, I was going to kayak across the river, retrieve Patrick's kayak, and then
down to my little
paddle it down to the landing zone. And unbelievably, this whole thing went off without a hitch.
Planned the night before, woke up at 6 the next day, fired it off, got done by, I think 10 o'clock, and then fired off the edit in the next hour and a half, and
That's right.
6 hours altogether from start to finished edit.
Launched online 6
Worked-
hours after we
worked
started.
out really smooth, surprisingly.
The Arbiter of Stoke is a series that highlights a variety of outdoor adventure sports that are available in the Pacific Northwest. With a well-defined 4 seasons and the location of the Cascade Mountain Range, the PNW is the perfect place to enjoy various athletic endeavors in the mountains. I dedicate my time to enjoying this natural playground. The decision is yours. How will you keep your stoke? My name is Tom Potter, and you're watching The Arbiter of Stoke. So a couple months ago, Patrick Hennessy and I got into this awesome little mission up Tumwater Canyon, combining speed flying and whitewater kayaking. Check this out. Good morning. Teapot here, heading up Highway 2 into Tumwater Canyon. Going to pick up my boy Patrick Hennessy, who is doing a little speed flying up in the canyon. Apparently the zone that he's trying to speed fly is only accessible from the river. So Patrick has kayaked across the river with his speed wing and then spent the whole morning hiking up the mountain. He called me about 15 minutes ago and was like, all right, I'm almost there. I'm ready to drop. So I'm gonna go up the canyon with my kayak. I'm gonna paddle across the river and get Patrick's kayak. And then I'm going to tow Patrick's kayak down Tumwater Canyon to an island that Patrick is going to land his speed wing on. And then we're both going to paddle our kayaks off the island down to the takeout of the river. Sounds complex, but yeah, it'll work. So get up there and see how this thing comes together. So Patrick styles a speedwing flight. So check it out.
take the hard way, right, Jimmy? It'll be worth it.
So Patrick, somewhere up there on top of that mountain, and he's about to fly down. That's sick. I don't think Pat brought a skirt. Walkie-talkie, word. What up, gangster? Huh. Channel 420. Classic.
Yo, buddy, what you doing?
Oh, you know, just having a casual morning on the river. What are you up to?
I'm looking straight down at you. I got a lot of snow up here. It's kind of boot punchy, and I have the tiniest bit of tailwind, so I'm gonna like chill for 2 seconds to make sure I'm ready for this.
Hey, Pat, you copy?
You might be able to see me if you look straight up the Abbey path. I'm like a little blue dude at the top.
Alright, well I guess we'll load his boat up and try and get down to that island. Alright, I got Pat's boat. We're gonna navigate a little rapid down here, and then Pat's gonna fly down. It's gonna be sick. Luckily, with modern technology, we were able to use Google Maps to zone in on the specific landing zone that Patrick was talking about. So here we are in the restaurant, restaurant's closed. We're making sure we've got everything dialed on the iPhones, Google Maps, got the island selected, got the kayak drop point selected, and we're pretty much in the dark the whole time, except for Patrick had thought this through and had some walkie-talkies in the kayak.
Yeah.
And that was crucial. So had a little communication, but Patrick's battery had died on his walkie-talkie right after we'd made initial contact after I got to his kayak.
So we were winging it.
Literally. Big time. Once Pat landed, we both celebrated the fact that we both made it safely to this island. Pat geared up. We kayaked down to the takeout, and the next 2 hours, we crushed out an edit, put it online, and I think that got something like 10,000 views in the first couple days.
It's up there.
Yeah, it blew up.
It's up there.
Big time. Well, we're on Pat's Landing Island, waiting for that dude to fall out of the sky, so he should be coming down soon. I'm sure he's crushing it right now. That's how we do it!
That was the scariest morning I've had in a while.
Dude,
Woo!
sick!
So sick.
I was getting a little worried down here. I was like, it's been like 15 minutes.
It was the fucking sickest line, dude.
Oh!
Oh my god. Woo! That was a wild launch with how much snow there was up there. That was twinkle toeing off the ground. Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Leavenworth,
Good
man.
work.
This place provides.
How
Always
often do you get to
something
wake up in
sick
the
to do.
morning and kayak down the river to bring your speed flyer's friend his kayak so he can get off the island?
Dude,
Sick.
well worth it, man.
Hell
Well worth
yeah,
it.
dude.
Fuck
Woo!
yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. Alright, let's go get a breakfast burrito or some shit. Oh my god! I'm so happy right now! I'm alive, dude!
It's amazing what you can do in 6 hours here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Amazing what you can do in this area. There's always, you know, people to do things with and places to do them. It's not easy to find a place like this.
So Pat, you just took a flight this morning, is that right?
Yeah, so the difference between what we did this morning is it's a hill that we fly a lot. It's got a dirt road to the top. You can shuttle up with the truck. You can get laps on it all day. And the flight I did this morning, pretty routine, pretty rehearsed, pretty calculated, but I can do multiple laps so I can actually get things down. It's like going skiing. You run down one run once, you get it figured out, you come back and hit it a little harder the next run. This other flight with Teapot, very much a first descent, very much exploratory, very much unknown on what's going to happen, whether things would work, whether the launch was good enough. The snow was a factor up top, so this morning's flight's a very different style.
Right on.
But it's awesome that we have it there.
No kidding. What kind of flight plans do you have for the near future?
I'm hoping to do some more traveling and find some more places to put up sick lines. I mean, we have so much stuff here in our backyard. Everything that it seems to be done is new or hardly ever flown, because it's kind of a small community for the stuff that we do here, but it's there and it's just waiting for you to go get it. So you got to make these plans, feel it out, and get after it, you know? Live life, love life. It's my motto. I do it all the time. So
Damn straight. So you've flown in several different countries, is that right?
Europe, New Zealand, Canada, hoping to go to South America here for a little bit,
Sick.
and States.
Right on. Yeah, dude, what happened up there?
That's like some fourth class scrambling to get up there. Lots of snow. My gaiters came in handy, but they kind of fell off in the flight.
Board shorts and gaiters, dog.
Woo!
Nice
You
job.
know, post holing, rock climbing, kayaking, flying, landing on an island.
How was the takeoff?
Really good.
Dope.
I'm gonna definitely come back for this flight, man. This is a summer flight.
So what mountain is that?
I'm not sure what peak it is. It's right at the top of the worst part of the burn zone from that fire, and you can tell where the launch is. Like, the whole launch burned off, so it's legit.
Sick, dude.
Everything's gone. I'm so happy right now. Let's get off this island and go get some food or something.
Yeah.
Woo!
Word.
Let's get off this island. Yeah.
Well, we got plenty of summer left, so hopefully we'll be able to get after it. Unfortunately,
buddy.
I'm down for the count for a couple weeks after a mountain biking wreck in Whistler last week, but it's all part of the game. Pay to play.
Yep.
Right on, Pat.
All right, buddy.
Well, let's go get sick.
Yeah, buddy. Have a good one, man.
You too. Thanks for coming in.
Definitely.
After this episode, go online, get on Facebook, look up Patrick Hennessy. He's got weekly sick flying videos posted up. Also, check out OG Teapot on Instagram. Keep up with my injury healing, and I'll be back in the game in no time.
Like my athlete page at Patrick A. Hennessy. See some fun stuff going on there.
Thanks for watching, my friends. We'll see you out there.